Welcome to Quiz Time. I'm your quiz master, Sean, and I've got 100 questions for you. Bananas are indigenous to which continent? Are they indigenous to Asia, Africa, or South America? Bananas are indigenous to Asia. How many books are there in C.S. Lewis's Chronicles of Narnia series? Are there 5 books, 6 books, or 7 books? In the Chronicle of Narnia series, there are 7 books. Who sang the classic song, A Horse with No Name? America, Chicago, or Boston? And that was sung by America. In which country was Buddhism founded? Thailand, India, or China? Buddhism was founded in India. Which of these countries makes the most chocolate per year? Switzerland, Belgium, or is it Germany? Producing the most chocolate per year? That would be Germany. The Giant's Causeway is a natural phenomenon located in which country? Is it Northern Ireland, Scotland, or Wales? The Giant's Causeway is found in Northern Ireland. What nickname is sometimes attributed to actors Ben Affleck and Matt Damon? Is it Bick and Bam, Biff and Bat, or Biz and Baff? Biz and Baff. Which French composer wrote the famous opera Carmen? Was it Claude Debussy, Georges Bizet, or Hector Berlioz? Carmen was written by Georges Bizet. Byzantium is the ancient name for which modern city? Istanbul, Bucharest, or Prague? Byzantium is the ancient name for Istanbul. King Ghidorah is what type of creature in Japanese mythology? Is he a 3-headed horse, a 3-headed dog, or a 3-headed dragon? And he would be a 3-headed dragon. Which former NBA star starred as a co-pilot in the 80s comedy movie Airplane? Was it Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, or was it Magic Johnson? That was Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. A hyperbolic parabolid is a technical name for which potato chip? Ruffles, Pringles, or Doritos? Hyperbolic parabolid. That's just a Pringles shape. That's what that is. In the classic cartoon Blondie, what is Dagwood Bumstead's dog's name? Is it Daisy, Lily, or is it Rosie? And his dog's name is Daisy. What weather phenomenon is a combination of updrafts and downdrafts? Is that hailstone, tsunami, or is that a tornado? And that would describe a tornado. In which direction do speed skaters race? Clockwise, counterclockwise, or both? Speed skaters skate clockwise. Which actor voiced the characters of Loveless and Ramon in the movie Happy Feet? Morgan Freeman, Robin Williams, or was it Billy Crystal? And it was Robin Williams. Who was the host of TV's Unsolved Mysteries from 1987 to 2010? Was it Alex Trebek, Jonathan Frakes, or was it Robert Stack? And that host was Robert Stack. On which U.S. coast is the state of Maryland located? The South, the East, or the West? And it is located in the East. Cronus and Rhea were the parents of which Greek goddess? Athena, Aphrodite, or Hera? Cronus and Rhea were the parents of Hera. The Leopard Lodge fraternity featured in which classic TV show? Happy Days, Bewitched, or Cheers? The Leopard Lodge fraternity featured in Happy Days. What does vermicelli mean in English? Does it mean dental floss, shoelaces, or little worms? Yummy. Vermicelli means little worms. A carnivore is a name given to an animal that eats what? Do carnivores eat plants? Do they eat meats? Or do they eat bones? Carnivores eat meat. What was the first brand of toothpaste to be sold in tubes instead of jars? Was it Dentifrice, Crest, or Colgate? The first brand of toothpaste to be sold in tubes was Dentifrice. Which year has been dubbed the worst to be alive in history? Was it 290 AD, 432 AD, or 536 AD? And no, it wasn't 2025. 536 AD. Which African country is former Secretary General of the UN Kofi Annan from? Is he from Ghana, Liberia, or is he from the Ivory Coast? Côte d'Ivoire. Kofi Annan is from Ghana. Who wrote the Inspector Morse crime novel series? Was it James Ellroy, Colin Dexter, or Ian Rankin? And that series was written by Colin Dexter. Which U.S. president famously said, "Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall"? Was that Richard Nixon, George Bush Sr., or was that Jimmy Carter? It was Ronald Reagan. Ignore that. Ronald Reagan. How many people survived the sinking of the Titanic? 504, 605, or 706? And 706 people survived the Titanic. Amharic is the official language of which African country? Ethiopia, Kenya, or Sudan? Amharic is the official language of Ethiopia. Andre Agassi was a famous athlete in which sport? Was it tennis, boxing, or was it Formula One? Andre Agassi was a famous tennis player. He's still around. How many evil stepsisters did Cinderella have? 1, 2, or 3 evil stepsisters? Cinderella was blessed with 2 evil stepsisters. A sphygmomanometer is a device that measures what? Distance, time, or blood pressure? Sphygmomanometer. It's a sphygmomanometer. And that's used to measure blood pressure. What was the name of Buddy Holly's band? Was it the Crickets, the Rollers, or the Smokers? Buddy Holly's band was called the Crickets. Mickey O'Neill was the name of Brad Pitt's character in which movie? 12 Monkeys, 7, or Snatch? And that movie was Snatch. Who sang the hit 70s #1 song, Alone Again? Naturally, Neil Young, Gilbert O'Sullivan, or Jackson Browne? And that was Gilbert O'Sullivan. What is the name of the patient in the board game Operation? Is it Theater Tim, Anesthesia Al, or Cavity Sam? He had a name? That was Cavity Sam. Seems obvious to me. How many points must a player score to win a standard game of cribbage? 101, 121, or 141? You have to get 121 to win cribbage. Which of the 7 summits is located on the equator? Mount Kilimanjaro, Mount Everest, or Mount Denali? Mount Kilimanjaro is located on the equator. Who is pictured on the U.S. Purple Heart Medal? Is it Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln, or George Washington? George Washington is portrayed on the Purple Heart Medallion. Who wrote the 80s dark fantasy horror novel, Weave World? Was it Clive Barker, Dean Koontz, or is it Stephen King? Weave World. That was written by Clive Barker. What song plays on the radio every morning in the movie Groundhog Day? Is it All Out of Love, I Got You Babe, or Take My Breath Away? And that was I Got You Babe. Who created the urinal fountain art sculpture? Was it Jacques Lipchitz, Henry Moore, or Marcel Duchamp? The urinal art sculpture, Marcel Duchamp. Which creatures are sometimes used to clean skeletons for museum displays? Beetles, maggots, or piranhas? They bring in beetles to clean up skeletons. Alright. What company did the founders of YouTube work for before starting YouTube? Were they employees of Microsoft, Apple, or PayPal? The founders of YouTube, well, they worked for PayPal first. It worked out for them. In the 2002 horror movie, 1 Hour Photo, what is the name of the supermarket where Robin Williams works? Is it Smart Mart, Save Mart, or Spend Mart? And that would be Save Mart. How long does a baby kangaroo stay in its mother's pouch? 3 months? 6 months? Or 9 months? Mama has to carry that kangaroo around for 9 months. Must get heavy. Who played the U.S. Marshal in the 1993 Harrison Ford movie, The Fugitive? Was that Tommy Lee Jones, Anthony Hopkins, or was it Bruce Willis? The U.S. Marshal was played by Tommy Lee Jones. What was the name of the first woman on Earth, according to Greek mythology? Was the first woman named Sophia, Pandora, or Adina? The name of the first woman on Earth was Pandora. Fort Bragg is located in which U.S. state? North Carolina, West Virginia, or is it located in South Dakota? Fort Bragg is located in North Carolina. What is the name of the score used to measure the color and condition of newborn babies? Is it the Anglet score, the Agate score, or the Apgar score? They get an Apgar score. What was the name of the Flintstones' pet dinosaur? Was it Rocky, Dino, or Snork? Flintstones' pet was named Dino. Mr. Television was the nickname of which comedian? Was it Milton Berle, Red Skelton, or was it Lenny Bruce? Mr. Television was the nickname of Milton Berle. Can you complete the catchphrase of the original Star Trek TV show? Space, the final blank. Is it the final adventure, the final frontier, or the final unknown? Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Star Trek Enterprise. Which book in the Bible immediately follows the four Gospels? Is the book of Acts, the book of Romans, or the book of 1 Corinthians? New Testament book number 5 is the book of Acts. A dogfish is which type of fish? Is it a whale, a mackerel, or is it a shark? A dogfish. And that's a type of a shark. Who starred alongside Bill Murray in the 2003 movie Lost in Translation? Was it Reese Witherspoon, Scarlett Johansson, or was it Kirsten Dunst? It was Scarlett Johansson. In which country was ballet invented? Was it invented in Russia, France, or was it Italy? Ballet was invented in Italy. What is the main ingredient in guacamole? Is it avocado, chickpeas, or is it lentils? Guacamole's main ingredient is avocado. Sierra Leone is located on which African coast? South, east, or is it located on the west coast? Sierra Leone is located on the west coast of Africa. What is the British word for a place that stores arms and ammunition? Is that an arsenal, an armory, or an armament? The British word for a place that stores arms is an arsenal. What was the name of the one-eyed monster in Greek mythology? Is it a minotaur, a cyclops, or a satyr? A one-eyed monster is a cyclops. I'll move that to the center of my head here. What is the capital of Monaco? Is it Monaco, Jersey, or Nicosia? The capital of Monaco is itself, Monaco, and it's not very big. What does the word porpoise translate to in plain English? Does it mean pigfish, pot face, or pinhead? Well, none of those sound very complimentary. I think I'll stick with porpoise, but it really means pigfish. Porpoise it is. Approximately how many times per minute does lightning strike the earth? 4,000 times, 6,000 times, or 8,000 times? Lightning strikes the earth approximately 6,000 times per minute. The word alphabet is made up of the first two words from which other ancient alphabet? Latin, Hebrew, or Greek? Alpha, beta, Greek. Alpha, beta, alphabet. I got it. What John Steinbeck novel is said to be based on the biblical story of Cain and Abel? Moon is Down, East of Eden, or The Grapes of Wrath? And that would be East of Eden. Cain and Abel, Garden of Eden. According to the movie Shrek, which fairy tale princess loves sushi? Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, or Cinderella? This, of course, according to Shrek. And why wouldn't Cinderella not love sushi? Which country's entire population was condemned to death by the Spanish Inquisition? Were they going to kill everyone in the Netherlands, England, or Turkey? Then how'd that work out? The Netherlands. They're still here. Yen Sid is the name of the sorcerer in which Disney movie? Sword in the Stone, Dragon Slayer, or Fantasia? Yen Sid is the sorcerer in Fantasia. Former U.S. President Woodrow Wilson kept a group of wits on the White House grounds. Did he keep cows on the grounds, sheep, or goats on the White House grounds? He kept sheep on the grounds. Save money on cutting grass? What is the name of the farm in the book Animal Farm? Is it called Manor Farm, Equality Farm, or Progressive Farm? The name of the farm in Animal Farm is Manor Farm. Who wrote the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel, The Old Man and the Sea? Was that by Tennessee Williams, Mark Twain, or was that written by Ernest Hemingway? That's a novel by Ernest Hemingway. In Star Wars, what was the name of the bounty hunter that confronted Han Solo in the Cantina? Was that Credo, Django, or Bosk? The bounty hunter's name was Greedo. How many feet are there in a nautical mile? 4,026, 6,076, or are there 7,046 feet in a nautical mile? There are 6,076 feet in a nautical mile. Who played the character Beetlejuice in the 1988 movie of the same name? Was it played by Steve Guttenberg, Bill Murray, or was it played by Michael Keaton? And that was Michael Keaton in the starring role. June, Wally, Ward, and Theodore are all characters in which classic sitcom? The Real McCoys, Leave It to Beaver, or Family Affair? And those are all names in Leave It to Beaver. Gee, golly. What sea is located off the coast of Sweden? Is that the Barents Sea, the Bering Sea, or the Baltic Sea? Off the coast of Sweden, you will find the Baltic Sea. Nellophobia is the fear of what? Glass, clouds, or dead bodies? If you have nellophobia, you are afraid of glass. A pigskin is used in which American sport? Baseball, football, or basketball? I'm going to have to check and see if that's still true, though. They still use pigskin in American football? I think so. Le Champ de Mars is located in which city? Paris, Montreal, or Brussels? Le Champ de Mars. And you'll find that in Paris. What was the name of the little girl in the movie Aliens? Newt, Caterpillar, or Toad? What a name for a girl. Any of them. And the little girl's name was Newt. Who wrote the children's story The Hunting of the Snark? Was that Dr. Seuss, Lewis Carroll, or Roald Dahl? And that was written by Lewis Carroll. In which country was soccer invented? Was that invented in England, Germany, or Italy? Or as they call it everywhere but America, football. Football was invented in England. What do you call a group of geese? Is it a gang of geese? A grid of geese? Or is that a gaggle of geese? And you can call that a gaggle of geese. Can you complete the title of this 80s pop song by the Romantics? Talking in your blank. Is it talking in your sleep, talking in your dreams, or talking in your heart? It is talking in your sleep. What is the closest star to Earth other than the Sun? Is it Alpha Centauri, Canis Centauri, or Proxima Centauri? The closest star to the Earth other than the Sun is Proxima Centauri. What was Wild West icon Barclay Masterson's nickname? Did they call him Brick? Did they call him Bat? Or did they call him Bullet? They called him Bat. What is considered to be the official cocktail of New Orleans? Is it Sazerac, Paloma, or is it the Margarita? The official cocktail of New Orleans is Sazerac. Managua is the capital of which Central American country? Costa Rica, Nicaragua, or El Salvador? Managua is the capital of Nicaragua. In which decade was the Frisbee invented? Was it the 1920s, the 1930s, or was it the 1940s? The Frisbee was invented in the 1940s. The Tower Bridge in London crosses which river? Is it the Thames, the Fleet, or the Tyburn? The Tower Bridge in London crosses the Thames River. What was Abraham Lincoln's nickname? Did they call him humble, loyal, or honest? Humble Abe, loyal Abe, or honest Abe? There we go. Oh, his nickname was Honest Abe. Don't Get Me Wrong and Back on the Chain Gang are songs by which group? The Smiths, the Pretenders, or the Commitments? And those are songs by the Pretenders. In genetics, the word phenotype is used to describe what? Race, gender, or appearance? Phenotype is used to describe appearance. What is the fastest growing plant in the world? Is it algae, cotton, or is it bamboo? Which one of those grows the fastest in the world? And that would be bamboo. Can you complete the title of this classic comedy movie? Ma and Pa Blank. Is it Ma and Pa Kettle, Ma and Pa Egg, or Ma and Pa Monarch? It's Ma and Pa Kettle. In what year did the UK host its very first Olympic Games? Was it 1904, 1908, or was it 1912? The first time the UK hosted the Olympics. It was 1908. Lake Klamath is located in which U.S. state? Nevada, California, or Oregon? Lake Klamath is located in Oregon. What is the capital of Albania? Is it Pristina, Tirana, or Skopje? The capital of Albania is Tirana. And now question 100. In which of these movies did Cary Grant play a ghost? Was it Topper, Gunga Din, or Mr. Lucky? Cary Grant played a ghost in the movie Topper. And that's it. That's all I've got for you. You've done an amazing job. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and share your score in the comments, please. And check out these videos right here. They're a lot of fun to play too. I mean, since you're already here, you might as well, right? I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.